Hi, I'm Dan from Technolicious and welcome to my review of the brand new 2010 MacBook Air. The model I have here is the 13-inch model, though Steve Jobs did only last week release both this new model and its slightly smaller younger brother, the 11-inch model. Now, both of them share very similar characteristics in size, weight, shape and design, but I wanted the 13-inch model just because I like that slightly larger screen. So I'm just going to start off with a quick product tour. You'll kind of see that on this side we've got the MagSafe adapter, so that the charger, one USB port, and a headphone jack, and I believe that is a microphone as well, just there. Coming around this side, we've got the SD card reader, another USB port, and the mini display port. So you'll see that the connectivity has really expanded from the one USB port, the display adapter, and the headphone jack that you got on the older model of the MacBook. You've got an extra USB port, which is a big help, as well as that SD card reader. So you don't need to be carrying around a USB SD card reader, taking up space, and a port. So, a big improvement on that. It also relies a lot on wireless connectivity, so it does have 802.11n Wi-Fi, the fastest Wi-Fi standard that there is at the current time. Now, you will have noticed that this is exceptionally thin. It really is amazingly thin. And at its thickest point, it is 0.68 inches, and it tapers all the way down to 0.11 inches. So we're talking really, really skinny. This also makes it very light. This 13-inch model, the slightly bigger one, still weighs just 2.9 pounds, which is about 1.3 kilos if my maths is doing okay. And its younger brother, I believe, is just 2.3 pounds, which works out at probably about a kilo. So this is a really light laptop that you really will be able to take everywhere with you because of its size, its shape, its great design, and the fact that it's got an amazing battery. Now, if we go to the underside here, you'll see that you actually can't access it very easily. All you'll see are these kind of four rubber pads and the screws going all the way around. You've got to undo those if you want to access the RAM, anything like that, even though you can't actually upgrade the RAM yourself because it's built all onto one board. If you did lift it off, you would see that there are four battery cells which together give you a 7-hour wireless networking battery life. This is on medium screen backlighting and with the Wi-Fi on and using it. So this is a close to life test, and from what I've discovered, that 7 hours really isn't far away. I've been getting up there with the 6.5, 7 hours, doing tasks that, I'm not trying to limit it, I'm not trying to come up with a number for just a battery test. I'm just using the laptop in the way that I do. So, it is very nice. It's also made now on these new models in the same way as the rest of their laptop line, excluding the white plastic MacBook. This is now made out of their single unibody design, which is where they take a single piece of aluminium and carve away what they don't need, making this amazingly strong and very light shape. If we open it up, you'll see another one of its amazing features, which is that it's got this instant-on ability, which they took from the iPad, in the same way that you press the button on the iPad, it's on instantly, you can slide to unlock and get going. With this, you don't even need to slide to unlock. I can just open this right now, and you can see that we're working. We're wireless networking, and we can be browsing the web. The screen also comes on straight away because it is LED backlit, and it's there at full brightness. And if you just see, I think it's amazing that they've managed to fit a backlight and the LCD itself into that tiny, absolutely tiny piece of aluminium there. Now, it's not a rubbishy display. You don't want a poor display or a poor keyboard or a poor trackpad, and thankfully Apple really haven't skimped out on it. We've got a great size keyboard, great glass magic trackpad, my apologies, it's not a Magic Trackpad as such. It's just one of their multi-touch trackpad, which comes with all those multi-touch gestures, which can be used throughout a lot of the apps on the Mac. And this 13.3-inch display, as I said, is LED backlit, and it's also got a really high resolution for its size of 1440 by 900 pixels. This is the same resolution as my 15-inch MacBook Pro, so we're talking about a fairly large pixel density for especially such a tiny computer. The obvious omission, which lots of people kind of is the deciding factor for whether they want a MacBook Air or not, is that there is no optical drive. And now that they've got rid of the hard drive, there is no mechanical drive in there at all. There are no spinning discs in this, which does make it very quiet. Now, some people really like optical media, so CDs, DVDs, and Blu-ray. However, not so much Blu-ray on Macs, as there are no Macs that come built in with a Blu-ray drive. So, for me, I don't find that the omission of this is a big problem. Now, the only times I really would want it is installing software, which can be done with the use of any other computer, Mac or PC. You can simply put the disk into that other computer that does have an optical drive, and it will appear on this MacBook Air. So that is a great use when I'm installing software. I rarely ever play DVDs on my computer, and that is because of the iTunes store. I tend to rent from there, so that solved that problem. And the only one that had ever really occurred to me before was if you ever really needed to do a software reinstall. But Apple have thought of this and actually include a tiny little USB thumb drive which has all of the software on it that you need to reinstall OS X. So that is a big help as well. I will just say that it comes a standard. This model does anyway, with a 1.86 GHz Intel Core2Duo processor, which is perfectly adequate for the kind of work that most people will be doing on a MacBook Air. And it also comes with 2 GB of DDR3 RAM. Maybe 4 would be nice. I know that you can specify that on the Apple website, but I wanted to get this as soon as I could and couldn't be bothered waiting for my custom MacBook Air to be built. So that's why it comes with 2 GB. It comes with a flash storage of up to 256 GB, which I think is really impressive, because to begin with, flash storage had always been a bit of a taboo, because you'd rarely see anything much above 64 GB in the early days of it. Then it kind of went on to 128. Now we've got 256 GB in here, which is great for everything that you want to be keeping on this. Pricing starts in the UK at £849 for the 11-inch, or for this 13-inch model, which I really like and really recommend, prices start at £1,099. This model that I've got here is £1,349, which, when you think about something this thin, this light, this mobile, is really, for me, a bargain, because all the aches, the pains, and just the pleasure of using such a well-made computer is worth it. So that this is the 1349 model, and it comes highly recommended from me. So I've been Dan from Technolicious doing a review of the MacBook Air 13-inch model.
This video review is sponsored by EasyDraw, making drawing fun on Mac OS X.